everybody, my name is Astercat, and welcome back to Your Turn to Die. I'm terrified. I'm going to be out of town over the weekend, and so I asked the Discord whether it would be best to split this end segment to Chapter 2 into 2 episodes, or leave it as 1, and they recommended just leaving it as 1. And oh god, am I scared. So, I'm just gonna hit continue, and we're gonna go. I don't know what's going to happen. The one thought, I will say, since this episode is probably going to be longer, I probably won't do character rankings at the end. Plus, based on what I know, I'm probably not going to be in a good mental state to do character rankings anyway. So, you might have to wait till next episode for that. And the only thing I wanted to note that I've been thinking about is that the sacrifice, if the sacrifice even still exists, because I'm wondering if Soul might have messed with something to where he took out the sacrifice card, which isn't going to bode well for him, because if anybody messes with things, it's not going to go well. If the sacrifice does exist, then they are in the 4 candidates, because Geen said he had a commoner card the whole time. He had no reason to lie. Alice didn't say he had a commoner card the entire time, but he does have a commoner card now. Kyutaro had the sacrifice and now has the Keymaster. And I have a commoner card. That means the sacrifice is one of the other 4. So, let's see where we're at. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. That's true. By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way. Woof. Didn't get traded with even once. Got it. Trading cards requires 50 tokens. Not as if just anyone could do it. That is true. Alright, so let's talk about the trades first. Honestly, it's all a mess in my head. Glad we got given more time to sort it out. Yeah, that's true. 4 card trades in total. Let me bring up my sheet, because I do, in fact, have a sheet. I've been kind of tracking it as we go. So this was the original thoughts, and then here's kind of where I've been piecing together everything. The token ranking, as I recall, put Kyutaro Hamburger in first and Geen Ibushi in last. Now Igokuro was also low ranking. Of the 4 candidates, I suppose now was the only one who lacked the tokens to make a trade? Yes, that should be true. You should have had them, you should have had them, you should have had them. And you should have had them. My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past a bad card. But my roll didn't change up to the very end. Woof. I made it through all 5 trades? I made it through all 5 trades. Yeah, that's not, what was the 5th trade? Did I miss one? Muzzle Gorilla, that's wrong, What? Oh wait, there's the one at the end! I forgot about that already! There are 5 trades, woof! 5? Wait, by my memory there were 3 trades, then I heard there was one just before the main game. I was forgetting the one just before the main game, because now I have a commoner. I needed to update that. Commoner. Geen said he still has commoner. Alice says he has commoner. So Alice would be there. Kyutaro is claiming Keymaster, so I'll put him down for that for now. So which one are you forgetting? I get it. You misunderstood, Kyutaro. There were 2 trades while you were out. What? That don't make sense. That's our line, Sorry, but nobody's giving me an explanation. Oh, well, that's on us. Kyutaro Hamburger. When was it you passed Sarachido in the sacrifice card? In fact, did you have the sacrifice card to start? That's a good question. No, that ain't it. First card ahead was commoner. Okay, yes. That makes sense. I was gonna say, I don't think, I didn't get the vibes that he had the sacrifice card from the start. So, he had commoner at the start. Wow, Kyutaro, you've had, like, every card. I get it. That tells me most of the trades. What? I don't have a clue. What's that? Because your friendly policeman with the first trade. That is true. What did you say? Who'd you trade with and what? I gave Sarah the Keymaster. What card did Sarah start with? I have no reason to lie, but that could put Keiji in danger. At first, I was a commoner. You traded Keymaster for commoner? And I deepened our trust doing it. Yeah? Got something to say? Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Second trade, it would be someone sacrificing Kyutaro's commoner. Yeah, so this is the start. Start, we only know Geen had commoner, Keiji had Keymaster, Kyutaro had commoner, Sarah had commoner. And then trade 1 was Keymaster and commoner. So trade 2 is someone sacrificing Kyutaro's commoner. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice was swapped with Q-Tato's commoner. And in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Q-Tato's sacrifice were swapped. Yep, that's what it mean. Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, right? You have an obligation to properly explain to us the third trade. Ugh. Okay. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, right? So I want to know the situation. Woof! I shall tell you, the third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. Yes. These trades, I'd better keep them sorted out in my head, too. Oh, awesome! You can now sort out the details of the trades. This is exactly like my list! Oh, awesome! The game's doing it for me! Okay. The top row of this table is the cards everyone had to start with. This is literally my sheet! That's so cool! Those further to the right had more tokens to spend, in broad strokes at least. The next row is what cards everyone had after the first trade. Below that is after the second trade, after the third trade, and so on and so forth. The bottom row is after the fifth trade, in other words, the rolls they ended up with. Of course, it's still guesswork. I'll rework it if new information comes up. Okay. So, commoner, commoner, yes. Geen said he had a commoner all the way through. At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone. Where? Yes. I shall tell you. The third trade occurred when everyone was sharing the laptop. Okay, so yeah, this was when KG and I had the trade. I was off doing all this stuff by myself. Woof! I want to see the laptop. What stuff did you do exactly? It's not relevant right now. Woof! Wait, at the time of the third trade. No! That was during the second trade. Remembering the photo on the laptop still makes my heart quake. What's important right now is that card trade. In the end, it was mutual betrayal. Cubetaro Hamburger. Despite being right there, he traded his sacrifice to you. Such a cold-blooded man. Don't speak of bonds to me. Well, something strange here. Yeah. Q-Taro, why aren't you talking? Oh. Why won't you deny it, Q-Taro? What? I mean, you need a ring-a-box to trade. That's a good point. I thought it couldn't be anyone who was with us. If he is one on the spot, shouldn't we have seen him do it? Why could he be hiding? Okay. Jesus! Slow down, good sir! This is hard! Okay. Be as silent as you want. It's no use. Spit it all out, Q-Taro! I meant to cooperate with Sarah, with everyone, but I got used for convenience. I'm pathetic, a pathetic adult. Third trade, my sacrifice being sent to Sarah. It wasn't me, it was Soul's doing. What? I thought Soul had something. Can you trade other people's cards? Say what? I don't know what you're talking about. Soul knew. He knew I had the sacrifice. What? When everybody was sharing the laptop, Soul wasn't going to use the toilet. He would use a ring-a-box to trade my sacrifice and carrot Sarah's Keymaster. Don't know a thing about that. It never did explicitly say that you could only trade your cards, did it? Wait a second! He chose two other people and made them trade? You can do that? It must be possible, huh? So you can say that with confidence. So, isn't it about time you confess? Tell us your real reason for sharing the laptop. Such a deeply suspicious individual, KG. Okay. Woo! Oh boy. The discussion is stuck in equilibrium, failing to come to an agreement. How about I hear the truth from your mouth? About what? Between the statements these two give, I should either affirm correct ones or deny incorrect ones. Q-Taro couldn't do the third trade. I was on the toilet, so I couldn't either. Exactly, because he was with us! The question is, how did you know the sacrifice? Just rolling on ahead with this assumption that I knew, huh? Did you learn about Q-Taro's sacrifice via hacking? Couldn't I just take a peek to do that? I don't think we had hacked yet, did we? Is there any other way? There should be some other means. Okay. Precisely, you saw it directly. Q-Taro's intent was to negotiate with Soul, and as a condition for his trade, he showed Soul his sacrifice card. It's natural to think that. Such an active imagination, Miss Sarah. How about use that imagination to consider what their negotiation was like? Okay. Q-Taro started to negotiate outside Soul's bedroom door. Huh? Were you watching or what? We heard about it from Kana? No. Of course I wasn't watching, right? Then it's all an accusation. Give me a break. I don't mean it like that, though. Okay. Yes, even Soul's already recognized that as a fact. That's right. How did Soul react to Q-Taro's proposition? Okay. You must have let him in the room quickly and struck the deal. I'm not brave enough to let Q-Taro in. That's not true. No, you were brave. What? I hate this one. I mean, like, I don't hate it. It's a cool game. I'm just not very good at it. No, I was trembling like a puppy. Miss Sarah, don't lump strangers in with weirdly powerful high school girls like yourself. What do you mean weirdly powerful? Okay. No, I'm sure Soul was on guard. Q-Taro had taken the laptop from him once before, so I wouldn't let him in the room with no questions asked. Then did they make a deal through the door? How amusing. I just thought it away. Okay. Q-Taro slipped the tablet under the door. Wouldn't you consider I might betray him? Ooh, that's a good idea. That's it exactly! That's what Q-Taro did to propose his deal! Soul must have been fairly wary of Q-Taro, who could best him using force. So Q-Taro informed him that he was the sacrifice in advance, not vocally, but by showing him his tablet. I mean, to be fair, we do have his tablet. So, you had another objective on top of the tokens in the Sarah folder. To control the sacrifices you wanted. That doesn't surprise me at all. You got it. After the second trade, me and Kana were working on the escape plan. When I heard Q-Taro through the door, "Want to make a deal?" he said. I didn't care to listen, but he slid his tablet under the door. And there I saw it, sacrifice. How brave of him to go so far as offering up info just so that I'd share the laptop. What do you know? Sarah, you saw that first floor security footage, right? Well, it's the truth. I haven't discussed my first trial, have I? You had the box, that's all we know. It was one absurd trial, I tell you. They told me set up the props used for the death game. That is true! You set up the cards?! Yeah. Of course I didn't know what they meant yet. Once I found out, I knew Kai's fate was set. It's really sad. It's like I killed him. Kai took the sage card and placed it at random. That's why I at least wanted to get Kai's laptop back one more time. Such an emotional story. So that's what drove you to give me a whole 100 tokens. 100 round? That's enough for 2 trades, are you insane? But you left yourself enough for just 1 trade. How cunning, pretending to risk your life but not forgetting to protect yourself. What a dirty adult you are. Say again. All told, you left yourself an escape route. If you were in a pickle, you could pass the sacrifice away from yourself. That's why I decided to act first and send the sacrifice to someone else. To Miss Sarah, always thinking of her allies. It makes so much sense. I knew he was the reason I had the sacrifice, but gosh darn it, you brat! Is that the truth of the third trade? I was hopeful it might make you tear off your I was hopeful it might make you tear off your sheep's clothing. Why does he do all this to me? But you went above and beyond my expectations. Huh? The fourth trade was you, wasn't it, Miss Sarah? I didn't have any tokens. What was the fourth trade? Fourth trade was the one where we were in the room with Now and Geen, right? What do you mean by that? Why are we bringing Joe into this? Why are we bringing Joe into this? I don't want you to say his name. I mean, the sacrifice is what killed Joe, yes? Your guess is off the mark there. I didn't do any trades. In fact, I couldn't, because I didn't have the tokens. That's a poor excuse. Quiet, loner! I was as big as Sarah for the fourth trade. Woof! So was I! Sarah didn't do any trade then. Well then, it must have been an ally who did it for you. Keiji, you took the sacrifice from Miss Sarah, didn't you? What? What's the meaning of this? It's really very simple. The two of them were accomplices. Miss Sarah and Keiji formed a terrifying plan involving the sacrifice. expression from Sarah. To achieve victory in the main game, by way of said sacrifice. They schemed to escape together. See, this is actually a thing I was concerned about, but just that Keiji was doing it on his own. So I'm glad we're addressing it now. They schemed to escape by working together and having Keiji win the vote. I suspect the 5th trade that followed was Miss Sarah and Keiji making a bluff. They just picked 2 random commoners to have trade. Then you say Keiji Shinogi has the sacrifice? That's all a wild fabrication! I mean, the sacrifice I had was taken away by the 5th trade. So spouting nonsense to lead everyone by the nose. If my reasoning is correct, Keiji's the sacrifice, and the sage is Miss Now, perhaps. I'm the sage? Yep. So it may well be fine to have Miss Now die this time. You lay one finger on her and I swear to God. Wait a second! At the start, you said you were the sacrifice. Yep, that was a lie. I'm a commoner. I'm not marking that one down. Oh, whoops. No way! Then wouldn't you be in the same boat as me? Oh, I see. Guess choosing anybody but Keiji is the same in the end. Then let's vote for Kana, since she's the least valuable. So... Enough. It's been a long time since I've hated somebody this much. Here's a friendly little police report. I long since used up all my tokens. And you want me to just believe that? So, you're just dying to say I ended up being the sacrifice, aren't you? Huh? Unfortunately, I'm the key master. Huh? What are you saying? The Keymaster's Kyutaro, though. Looks like we got him good. My real role is Sage! Kyutaro's the Sage? I was hoping we didn't have the Sage in the final vote. Ridiculous! That's impossible! It's possible, alright. And as Sage, I'm making an announcement. Keiji's without a doubt the Keymaster. It can't be true. That's all. You were on the right track to make accomplices. But it wasn't Sarah I teamed up with. It was Kyutaro. Let's tell the truth of 4th trade, shall we? Trade between Mr. Policeman and Kyutaro. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. First, when someone betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. When I heard about what happened, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. And so in the 4th trade, you 2 traded cards? That 4th trade sure ended up punishing the owner now round. Hold on. Kyutaro, weren't you passed out during the 4th trade? Yes! When I learned about the sacrifice incident, I proposed to Kyutaro that we team up. First, when someone betrayed me with the sacrifice, I went stomping around in a rage. Yeah, okay. What do you have to say, Sol? I mean, Keiji could do the trade himself, but is he This is supposed to be Sarah. Is he panicking? He hasn't worked out his logic. Okay. What, can't you make a proper trade, Keiji Shinogi? Okay. I'm sure Mr. Policeman was burning with the desire to see justice carried out, right? He used a whole 50 tokens to trade cards with the muscle gorilla just to defeat the loner. Woof. Before Mr. Policeman said he didn't have any tokens at the 4th trade, right? That he couldn't have traded. Woof. Seeing you act funny, Sarah, I was convinced the sacrifice to move to you. I wouldn't let it stand. I decided I'd knock him down and take my tokens back. Keiji noticed me then and came to talk. He persuaded me to give it up, didn't know what Soul was thinking after all. So I trusted Keiji and had him take custody of all my remaining tokens. All of them? That said, when I first spotted him, I just pacified him since he was pissed. But I ended up talking with Kyutaro and we thought things over. In the 4th trade, I traded my card for Kyutaro's Keymaster. But actually, I went and did this trade myself while Kyutaro was passed out. Seems Kyutaro figured it out during the main game and was able to put the story together. So I'll just power that card, even by noticing Kyutaro's Keymaster. Okay. Here we go. This should work, right? You gave him all your tokens, Rio? Sure did. Seems like that landed way outside So's ballpark. Shut up! Oh, you poor thing. Freaking out, huh? Running out of leeway, are we? I've still got doubts. I can't be convinced with just that. After all, Keiji, why were you able to know about Kyutaro having the Keymaster? Ooh, that one's new. Isn't the only way to do that during the main game with the Sage's power of clairvoyance? Huh, so you still don't know. Okie dokie. There it is again. Let's resume our discussion. We're about to distract new steamers from Seoul. I just have to keep going. Okay. Kate knows it. Okay. And a cue. Muscle Girl handed over all the tokens he earned himself, right? Sure enough. Seems like I got knocked out. Taken out in advance. Yeah. Did I say anything strange? Is he gonna say that the that the Sage card was able to follow the Keymaster? Oh, you're so sad. What a rash, Gorilla. What, you? Yeah, okay, you still have the same things to say. The power of that card, you don't mean? Yeah, the Sage's clairvoyance, of course. The Sage could use clairvoyance even outside the main game? That's what the tablets are for. I know this is gonna end so horribly wrong, so I shouldn't be so happy, but you intentionally didn't mention it! Unraveled all the mysteries now. This should prove it. Mr. Policeman used clairvoyance to Kyutaro's Keymaster. Then I made the fourth trade to swap Kyutaro's Keymaster and my Sage. And now there isn't even a need to discuss fifth trade anymore. Convinced to your victory earlier, you confessed out of commoner. Any other questions? Doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Who has the sacrifice then? Keymaster, Sage, commoner. That only leaves now. And Kana. No, there's something odd about Keiji's story. It would become clear if I look back at the trades so far. The card I had at first was commoner. Keiji's was the Keymaster. I love puzzles like these. I love being able to, like, take information and, like, X out things. They're my favorite. And in the first trade... Yeah, when did he get the Sage card? He would have had to get it during the third trade, but there wasn't time for that. There was no time for him to get the Sage card. So somebody else had to have it. Next, the second trade. The sacrifice went to Kyutaro and his commoner went to someone else. Next, the third trade. So initiated a trade that sent me the sacrifice and Kyutaro the Keymaster. And the fourth trade. The Keymaster went to Keiji and the Sage went to Kyutaro. The part that's strange, sure enough, is the Sage card. That's right, the Sage is out of place. Keiji should have had a commoner the whole time. So why did Keiji have the Sage at the time of the fourth trade? That must mean... What? Keiji was able to see the Kyutaro had the Keymaster. It's true he had the Sage, but the trades don't make sense like this. But... that doesn't... Keiji's first card had to be the Keymaster. Because he gave it to me, and that was the first trade. He traded me someone else's Keymaster. He knew who the Keymaster was and gave it to me. Oh my god. And so his clairvoyance let him see who had the Keymaster from the beginning, too! Which is why in the first trade, he could make me and the person with the Keymaster trade. But if he did that, hasn't he been lying to me this whole time? Are you really going to vote for Seoul? Now. Something's not right. We should discuss this a little more, girl. Please, 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 please tell me you don't have to sacrifice. Please, 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 please. Stop it. Aren't you a candidate? You won't have to get picked. I'm afraid too, but I just get a weird feeling. Are we sure Seoul's really a commoner and that Keiji's the Keymaster? No. You're exactly right. There's still mysteries remaining. In the 5th trade, why did someone trade for the sacrifice I had? And the other party was a commoner. This isn't a problem we can ignore. Yeah, round this 5th trade, we should talk about it some. If by any chance we pick the sacrifice, we're done for, you know? Shouldn't need any more discussion. KG? Taking up bold conclusions is just gonna make us more lost. It's your turn to die, so... that's how this will end. No. We can't do that, KG! As long as we have time, we should seek the truth! Alright. Let's do it. We'll discuss the roles of the floor who are in the final vote. Okay. There's someone who moved Sarah's sacrifice via the 5th trade! If KG Shinogi is the keymaster, the sacrifice. If KG Shinogi is the keymaster, the sacrifice should be sold Connor now, yes? Is the loner really a commoner, Ryu? Should we believe that, Wolf? This is a very random thought that isn't really relevant to what's happening right now. But, Reiko could be here. So, alright, so let's convince the whole time that Sarah traded away the sacrifice. In other words, Connor now, which then would have the sacrifice. I don't believe it! KG and Kyutaro are lying! What's up now? What's strange? Because you were the one who called attention to something strange. Kana hasn't said anything in a while. Is there any possibility his keymaster was sent somewhere else at some point? And Kyutaro doesn't have a reason to lie, does he? Kyutaro's sage powers should let him see that Keiji's the keymaster. Then is the possibility 0? Yeah. What if it's all the loner lying? Well, I mean, we know the loner, him not being able to refute anything is weird. Could it be he's actually accomplices with a bucket girl and putting on an act for him? Keiji Shinogi's the keymaster. The sacrifice should be sold Connor now, yes? Sarah Chidoween, do you truly have no tokens? No chance you sent someone the sacrifice? Please believe me. In that case, it's someone left in the final vote. And one with a sufficient number of tokens. At that, they did the deed. To include its soul or Kana. Yeah. That's to say, soul fell for Cage's trick. The location of the sacrifice or any other card, he didn't know one lick about the truth. If he stole my tablet when he knocked me out, then maybe he could have learned my card. But I kept it on me at all times to avoid just that, kept it tucked beneath my clothes, but you didn't. So didn't have a chance to do tomfoolery, he's a commoner. This tablet, huh? Yep. Damn it! Damn it! So it wasn't seeming very persuasive at all, which is kind of funny, to be honest. Just painful to think it over anymore. Vote for Soul and let's end this, Sarah. Sorry, KG. This is it! Kyutaro, you're saying you've had your tablet on you at all times, yes? Yep, take a look. It's right here. And when you woke up, where was it? On the table in the last upper room. On the table? I'd call that being off you, Rao! As I thought, that tablet Kyutaro has now is a spare. This tablet I picked up was lying near you when you were passed out. What'd you say? I would assume this is Kyutaro's original tablet. The question is, why was it lying on the floor? It's because Soul took the tablet from Kyutaro. What? Rather lock my fingerprints, woof. Sure. Well, while he was near him, he could bypass that by simply pressing the fainted Kyutaro's finger to it. And so we arrive at an outrageous truth. What do you mean by that? Depending on when Soul looked at the tablet, he might have seen through our entire strategy. What? The worst time for it would be after the 4th trade. That's when Kyutaro had the Sage and I had the Keymaster. Self-tapped then, he could use Kyutaro's Sage power to also know that I was a Keymaster. So it's just been acting fooled? Shoot, you got me. But is he truly, or is he just hopping on that now? I don't know. I hate everything. I'm so stressed. Okay. Or not. Wonder if I'm acting right now. Or maybe I'm telling the truth. Soul? Oh good, now there's the possibility that Soul is the sacrifice. So good! We shouldn't vote for Sohiyori. Guess not. You can vote for Connor or Miss Now, whichever you'd like. Why you? Well then, let's resume the discussion, guys. We'll discuss who it is it's safe to vote for. Frackle. We gotta find the one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. Sohiyori must be avoided at all costs, for we don't know what he's thinking. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Now, is there any real difference, Wolf? You need a certain amount of tokens to be able to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. So we're saying Kana might have it, so we have to vote for now. I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that. But between Bucket Girl and Big Sis Now, is there any real difference? Woof. All I can think of a token for Bucket Girl had a lot, and Big Sis Now only had a little. Woof. What do we even do now? Tokens. Yeah, I know. It's all going to come down to tokens. We don't know anything about either of them. So Hiyori must be avoided at all costs, for we don't know what he's thinking. We just have to choose now. Between now and Kana. No, we don't. We gotta find one with the least chance of having the sacrifice. But I don't know the aim of the one who did the trade. What possibilities are there? You need a certain amount of tokens to take the sacrifice from Sarah in the 5th trade. If you consider the token counts, you'll get your answer. Like Gin says, now hardly had any tokens. Surely she couldn't have been the one to take the sacrifice from Sarah. And is now the one with the least likelihood? Wait, please! This isn't right! Big Sis Now? Least likelihood? Are you going to kill me with such vague reasoning? But somebody else could have swapped people's cards. Soul could have swapped people's cards just for funsies. Please, have another discussion. You're right, we can't end this discussion. What are you saying? I just remembered something. There's a way anyone could get tokens. Miss Sarah, you know it too, don't you? A way for anyone to get tokens. By stealing tokens from Red Girl's body. I knew you could do it. Big Sis Now wouldn't do such a thing. But it's true. When I went to check the body, the tokens were already gone. And now I was closely inspecting the room of lies. Nah, and I just now could have done it. Couldn't any of us have gotten those tokens? In other words, everyone has the potential to possess the sacrifice. It all ends with a game of trust. Then that last action is going to be key. What were each of us doing at the time of the 5th trade? We were all together. Soul was in the room with the ring-up box. Gin had just found a phone. Now was sitting on the stairs. As in... just before the main game started? Woof. Hope you can find the sacrifice. We have to determine based on Kana and Nao's actions at the time of the 5th trade. I was sitting on the stairs thinking back on everything that had happened. I was in the laptop in the winner's room the whole time. Will you believe that? Kana wasn't really doing anything, just wandering absent-mindedly. Did anybody see what the 3 were doing? I saw 2 of them. I was moving rubble with Keiji Shinogi. I didn't see what those 3 were up to. I was searching all by myself to see if there are any other exits, right? The hope of escaping had vanished. I couldn't even stand up. Everything I'm saying is true. Sarah, please save me. I'll do everything I can. I was searching all by myself to see if there are any other exits, right? I didn't see those 3, right? Sorry, woof. Come to think of it, did you tell me you found something while searching? Yeah? Yeah. There was a smartphone on the stairs. Woof. What? But it wouldn't even make calls. It was useless for escape, right? Okay. I keep thinking about the fact that we had that phone with Kana's message in that one room. I was moving rubble with Keiji Shinogi. I didn't see what those 3 were up to. I rested for not a second while moving that debris. All I can prove is Keiji Shinogi's alibi. There was also a ring-up box right in front of me. What do you think, Miss Sarah? I can't take So's claim seriously. If only I hadn't passed out. Kana, why aren't you speaking? Are you hiding something, Kana? Come to think of it, I feel like you were the only one I didn't see around then. Really, where were you? I mean, I was looking for something I dropped. The phone? Something she dropped? We're determined based on Kana and Nao's actions at the time of the 5th trade. Your friendly placement is shoving aside rubble. I don't know a thing. Okay. It should be the fact that Gin found the phone. Kana, was it the smartphone you lost? Was it a smartphone you lost? How did you know? Sure enough. Live, Kana, even on your own. Don't cry. Sorry we couldn't go together. I love you, Kana. But it's the same smartphone I found in Kana's first trial room. Gin, tell me, where did you pick that up? It was a ways down the stairs. How clumsy. She must have just dropped it while we were all climbing the stairs, surely. But she was climbing in front. That's not it. Think back for me. When we were all climbing the stairs, So and Kana were walking in front. If she had dropped the phone then, everyone should have noticed. In short, this was only dropped after we all climbed up to the exit. Kana dropped it while descending the stairs. I really don't like this. What did she descend for? Why did you try to hide this, Kana? Because... Makes it Sarah, there's a message on this phone, right? Right, that was what Kana's sister... Huh? It's a different message. Thank you, I love you, sister. Now it's Kana's turn to protect her big sister because that's how Kana can atone. This... Please give that back. Hold on, did you write this, Kana? Kana's big sister's already dead. Could it be the sister in this messages? No way. Surely not. Is that right, Kana? Your sister here is me? Yes. Please tell me that's not true. You didn't. I know it's strange, but Takana here. And so you wanted to save Sarah that much? Yes. She didn't. It's not true. She gave it to someone else. Hey, Kana. It was you who traded away Sarah's sacrifice. To avoid using the ring-up box in the winner's room, you returned the third floor to trade. Hey now, you're talking like Kana's. Are you saying she took the sacrifice to protect Sarah? So, it's inconceivable. No, I don't want to conceive of it. Deny it, Kana! What worthless reasoning. That's all a load of... Oh, it's all correct. You idiot! Don't say anything! Kana did the fifth trade! She won't hide the truth anymore. Kana! Kana did it? She really did it to protect me. She took the sacrifice for herself! This is just the worst outcome. I won't believe it. Such foolishness. So, you caught on at some point, didn't you? That's why you were trying to move the votes toward Kana. Shut up! Since there's no other way for Kana to survive. Please wait! Will you listen carefully to what Kana has to say? With the fifth trade, Kana switched her card and Sarah's card. When she knew escape wasn't possible anymore, she had no idea what to do. Then she looked at the phone. Seeing her sister's words calmed her heart, and she came to despise herself for not being able to do anything. This whole time, Kana had just kept betraying her sister, the others, Sarah. She just had a feeling Soul had sent the sacrifice to Sarah. Kana doesn't get the complicated trait talk. She can't even reason out who gave who what. Even so, she was certain of just one thing. Because Sarah is so kind, she couldn't trade the sacrifice to anyone. I wouldn't have ever. But it's not going to end like this. It's not going to. I don't care if I'm being in denial or being stupid. It's not going to end like this. Kana. She didn't want to let Sarah die. And also, she didn't want to make Soul a murderer. That seemed more painful than her own death. So she traded her commoner for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. What? The card she received was a commoner. What? What's going on here, Kana? Kana doesn't understand either. She's sure she traded cards with Sarah, but it wasn't a sacrifice. Unthinkable. What is Kana saying? It's all true. Please believe me. At any rate, we just have to talk about Kana's statement. Something to do with Soul and hacking the cards. I can't believe Bucket Girl. Woof. She's lying to try and confuse us, right? Or maybe Kana just messed up who she was trading with or something. Some unique situation caused the rolls to just disappear. Is that possible, I wonder? I was thinking that. It was a machine error. Maybe the tablet broke and the trade went wrong. Don't tell me. I wonder if Soul hacked the roll cards themselves. I don't know what to believe. I can't see through the truth in their arts right now, so we might have to find the objective truth. The truth. Maybe the influence of Soul's hacking extended the roll data or something. Some nice evidence could make that a whole lot more convincing. Too bad. I don't know how the ring-up boxes work, but if you're just saying names to the receiver, there could be mistakes. Yeah, my sacrifice definitely moved. If it ain't Kana's mistake, then maybe the floor master purposely changed the destination, something like that. Gashu changed the trade? Come to think. Wasn't Miley talking about some transgression of Gashu's just before the main game? So was hardly saying anything. I can't read his thoughts. He was protecting Kana. Don't tell me, I wonder if Soul hacked the roll cards themselves. This might be an absurd opinion, but Soul was spending his remaining time messing with the laptop in the winner's room, right? I wonder, did he hack the card data then? Is that even possible? Because I mean, there isn't anyone but Soul who could cause an irregularity, is there? So who could cause an irregularity? I can't believe Bucket Girl Wolf, she's lying to try and confuse us, round. She's been betraying us over and over, round. She's even less trustworthy than Warner. Wolf, don't trust Bucket Girl, Binksy Sarah. Honey. It's the truth. The truth can be very simple. Here and here. There was a possibility. Something separate from Soul's hacking. And an irregularity that definitely occurred. The transgression by Floor Master Gashu. Ah! Excuse me? Remember what Miley said before the main game? Gashu, are you listening? You've really gone and mucked things up. You made a flagrant transgression, one that shakes the very core of the main game. And despite being such a huge transgression, it hasn't shown itself at all this far. And now this illogical movement of the cards that's tormenting us. Could this very issue be Gashu's transgression? We believe Kana, that's the only explanation. So Uncle Crabstash manipulated the movement of the cards, huh? But for the Floor Master, what would be the merit of doing that? Well, I don't know. I don't know the Floor Master's goal. Flip that around. If there was some merit, gosh, you'd have a reason that'll. We might figure out who we would sacrifice to. Quite off mark. Inference. Is it alright for you to be using your time on this? Gosh, you. If you haven't engaged in any misconduct, then promise us. I know the Floor Master's code. If we can expose your transgression, this main game won't count. We demand a second attempt 24 hours later. You know everything, don't you? That is to be expected from Miss Sarah tutoring. Promise or no promise. I will simply carry out my duty as a way to be. Oh, you for real? He said it within 24 hours we can even reattempt our case. Are you certain? If you cannot prove it, you'll only be losing time to spend on other reasoning. It's okay. This new possibility we've spun, this theory, wasn't being directed at Gashu. Soul, please tell us the truth! The other possibility is that you did some sort of hacking to the roll cards, Soul. If we know whether that claim is true or not, we can fight. Let's all combine forces to win an extension. Kana. Yes? You really don't have the sacrifice? It's okay. Kana really doesn't have the sacrifice. I see. I didn't access the roll cards. I didn't do any hacking to them. So? That's the truth, Miss Sarah. No lies, no tricks. Alright, let's quit deceiving each other. Let's work together to expose Gashu's transgression. I really want to believe you right now. Just what I wanted to hear. There's a turning point in our destiny. A path we never could have reached if we were trapped by endless suspicion. The path of us all trusting each other and battling the kidnappers head on. Together, we'll expose Gashu's misdeed. Okay. Here we go. Gashu had something to gain from tampering with the trade. Perhaps he sent the sacrifice towards someone he wanted to kill. Or else you think there was somebody who Gashu didn't want to die? Is there an answer in the clues we have left? There's a fundamental issue. Maybe the sacrifice wasn't actually sent to anybody. Okay. Maybe. So Gashu's transgression was making the sacrifice vanish. Seems unthinkable, sure, but it's just one possibility. There's something curious about the antagonism between Gashu and Miley. Is there an answer in the clues we have left? Out of all the evidence we've seen so far, is there anything related to this transgression? I don't know the evidence. That's what I thought. We've discussed all the evidence already. There's some new evidence that hasn't come up in discussion. I don't see any leads. Some yet unused evidence. This. Miley gave that to us. A person with sacrifice is real likely to die. That's why Gashu meddled. Like, I don't want them to die, so I'm going to sacrifice to someone else. Who's them here? It's obvious the person who normally end up having the sacrifice. Kana! Okay. It's out there, but maybe in reality Gashu's an ally. Like, he wanted this to be exposed so he could put a stop to the main game. Is that too unthinkable? Perhaps he sent the sacrifice towards someone he wanted to kill. Think about it, Gashu had plenty of reason to hold a grudge toward him. Before formulating his escape plan, he trampled on his honor as a floor master. You're talking about Sohiyori! We do have something. I don't know if this is gonna be it though. This is it! Apparently it is. The only clue that hasn't been used yet is this roster. It looks kind of familiar. That's just like the torn up paper I found on the first floor, right? Oh, what use could this have? I don't like that at all! Oh, that genuinely startled me. This is my least favorite sprite in the whole game. I don't like that. Why? Why do you have that? Miley. Cursor, handing internal documents to participants. Internal documents? Gashu, just what is this roster? What indeed? He got over the fact that I don't know what this means. You did good, Sarah. Huh? Gashu just made a slip of the tongue. You freaked him out. Whatever word you mean. Guy was a whole lot better at playing dumb, huh? What meaning could these papers have? I can't even guess, but there's value in solving this mystery. We ain't got time. Let's thoroughly talk out anything suspicious about this roster. I already know what's suspicious. There are 4 bound sheets and 4 names on each sheet. Besides our names, there's a bunch of names I've never even heard before. Huh? This roster doesn't seem to be sorted by name. Hold on a sec. There are participants whose names aren't on this, huh? A roster? It's reminding me something, right? If you want to look closer at the roster, tell Mr. Policeman and we'll look at it together. Who would have made this roster, I wonder? Probably Miley. It's what Gashu's reactions seem to indicate, too. Is there no follow-up to these sheets? Follow-ups? No, there wasn't anything else. Is that so? Sorry. Yeah. Kumara, Aizaga, Tsurugi, and tons of other peeps I don't know. Were these people who died in the first trial before they could meet us? That might be it. How many people these kidnappers gotta kill till they're satisfied? Now's not the time to get emotional. Yeah. Stop talking about Joe! I can't! Joe isn't on this either. What are you trying to say? Sorry, no ill will meant. I'm just laying out the facts to reason from. Joe, Nao, Kai, and Kugie. There are 4 participants whose names aren't listed here. 4 of us? There's 5 of you, actually. Roster! I remembered it, right? The bar on the first floor. Woof, there was a list of names on the blackboard, right? Now that you mention it, there was a roster too, but I couldn't possibly recall everyone's names. I can. I memorized it, right? Huh? Can drink. Wow, you really did. Alice, Kai, Kazumi, Keiji, Shinsuke, Solo, Naomichi, Mai, Megumi, Reko, and Kyutaro, right? Can't drink was Anzu, Kana, Gin, Kugie, Sarah, Joe, Nao, Hinako, Ranmaru. Woof. That's amazing, Gin. You can learn the prefectures of Japan, right? By the way, Vixen, Sarah, your roster, it's missing names. It's missing the names Kai, Sol, Kugie, Joe, and Nao. That's an important information. Was I useful there? You very much were. Look at this! The names are sorted by percentage! Oh, how creepy! What sort of statistic are these numbers supposed to represent? These numbers definitely stick out as odd. Might they hold the key to solving this? You know there's 5. So, what did you just say? Huh? That there are 4 people's names missing. Yeah. Kai, Sol, Kugie, Joe, and Nao are listed, so... Huh, that's 5! Woof! I guess I rushed and miscounted. Sorry. Sarah, this ain't the time to be poking at little mistakes like that, right? No, that mistake wasn't just a trivial issue. Why did So get it wrong? That's important. Gosh, tell us how many participants were dragged into the death game. That would be 20. There are 16 listed on the roster. If we add an unlisted 5, doesn't that come to 21 people? One too many. What's that mean, Row? There were exactly 20 names on the blackboard. Woof. Well, then let's compare the names of the paper on the roster with those on the blackboard. The blackboard names were like this. First, the 5 not listed on the roster are Kai, Sol, Kuyin, Joe, and Now. Let's remove these 5. On the first sheet... Yep. I've done all this a long time ago. All 4 names are present. The second sheet... Similarly, all 4 names are here. The third sheet, all 4 names are there. This one too. And the fourth sheet... Huh? Shin Tsukimi! That's the only person not on the blackboard, right? We've arrived at 21st person. What's going on? Just who is this person? Shin Tsukimi. Is it one of us? Okay, let's calm down. What does that mean exactly? An alias? If someone's using an alias... I see. Shin Tsukimi is one of us! And they rewrote their alias on the blackboard! Because there was a piece of chalk. No way! Interesting if we follow that logic. Shin Tsukimi has already been identified. What'd you say? Sarah, let's work this out. All the names on the paper roster are real. Or someone whose real name hasn't been revealed. Someone not on the roster. It's one of the people not on the roster. Kai, Sol, Kugie, Joe, or Now. Right you are. Alright, let's discuss those 5 names. Kugie, we can confirm via Sarah. Joe, we can confirm... Kugie, we can confirm via Kana. Now, we can confirm via Mishima. Joe, we can confirm via me. Kai, we have lots of evidence pointing towards Kai's name. It's only down to you. This is my real name. Professor Mishima always called me Miss Now, remember? This is my real name, too. It was written there at the prize exchange, right? It was. It's the name of Kana's sister. If Big Bro Joe was using a fake name, Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away, right? Kai's name is on the laptop based on the email log. Should be his real one. If you want to check the roster, come tell Mr. Policeman anytime. Thanks. Okay. He's the name of Kana's sister. So only, of course, I would never forget my precious sister's name. Kai's name is on the laptop based on the email log. Should be his real one. Ain't even a trace of him being called another name. Please believe me, Sarah! I really do doubt it's an alias. If Big Bro Joe's using a fake name, Big Sis Sarah would figure it out right away. Big Sis Sarah! Is Big Bro Joe's real name? Woof. Of course it is. Good, right? Whoop! Is this any time to be talking about this name? What's the matter, KG? Oh, just impressed by how calmly he could lie. Lie? Sarah, call the prize exchange. Prize exchange, huh? Oh yeah, it was just Sarah thinking that there was a photo of Sol. Remember? There were photos, but no names anywhere. Ah, was that right? I must have had it wrong. So, what exactly are you afraid of? Afraid? So is... You said you'd tell the truth, right? To defeat Gashu together. We're your allies. Try trusting us. So, no. Shin Tsukimi. So, it's Shin Tsukimi. I'm scared. I want to trust you all too! But So... He's trying to say something. In that case, I'll draw it out. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is gonna be hard. Okay. Easier than Q-Taros. Ding! So, this is the moment to reveal your true self. What? My real name is... Shin Tsukimi. I'll tell you everything, even the secret of that roster. You know about it, Ram? Yeah. Because it's exactly the same as what I got in my first trial. What'd he say? Tell us, what the heck does this thing mean? It's the victory rates for the participants in the death game. There's the weird percentages on the left, right? Those are everyone's chances of surviving the death game to the end. Their odds of winning. This is 0. Foolishness, how would they know such a thing? Because they use the AIs of us to run tests. Right, they ran simulations of the innumerable death games, all done entirely digitally. They explained in horrible length to me how accurate this data was, and I saw my own percentage. 0%. I don't like how low Geen and Kana's are. Certain death. I absolutely can't survive this death game. That's why I had to abandon myself. I don't want to die. I can't stop shaking. I'm going to be killed. Everyone will vote for me and kill me. I don't want that. Hey. Hiya. Own shadow. A shadow illuminated by light spoke to me. Just a random question, but do you know what a majority vote is? He talked to me and cornered me. Okay then, let's go. Ah! It hurts! Stop! Strength in numbers. Your helpless sheep will be eaten by the strong. If you don't want to die, you change. I threw Shinsukimi away! Oh God, his eyes. So... Why assume the name Sohiyori? Was he an acquaintance? I wonder. You and me, what a heart-wrenching tale. Time has expired, everyone. We're out of time! Oh, sorry, it's nearly time for voting. Hold on a sec, our discussion! Did you make any progress? It's all unrelated to my transgression. Revealing the truth of the roster. Did that make any progress? That's... Shinsukimi, have you any more info on this roster? If I did, I wouldn't hide it now! Sarah! Is there any other evidence that proves his transgression? Evidence of his transgression. I don't have anything! What do we have? I can't think of anything! I don't want to give up, but what do we have? That was the last piece of evidence. If that existed, it'd be long since presented. Is it hopeless? Maybe there's nothing else we can do. Are you giving up, Sarah? I rewrote the blackboard and also... I destroyed my own monitor in the monitor room. I've told you everything, just like I swore. So please, save me. Win us an extension, please. We could talk about the monitors. I feel it. Soul's trust in me. A real bond. Of course I will, Soul. Sarah. This is our last chance. Let's think like mad about anything connected to this transgression. Well, think about it. Win round, no slacking, Lunar. Yeah, I know. Guys, our discussion is definitely progressing. We unravel the mystery of this roster. Let's trust the truth of this transgression. Let's trust that the truth of this transgression lies beyond that answer. This is your final discussion. Use it meaningfully. Okay. Got it? This roster lists the chances of survival for the participants of the death game. You said they determine these chances of victory by running simulations with AIs, right? Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking? Indeed, the most unusual aspect is the fact that there are only 16 names here. Okay, so with an alias, that means it's actually 4 now listed, right? Kai, Kuye, Joe, and now are the 4 not on the roster, really? Kinda curious how Sarah's chances of victory are the highest, huh? Is there something about these sheets we're still overlooking? We've established a chance of victory in everyone's real names, but for instance, we haven't touched on them yet. So maybe there's something on about the occupations. The occupations? I don't think so. I guess the self-employed, but... This soul is an alias, that means there are actually 4 not listed, right? Can't think of any common points between those 4, but maybe we can figure something out in common between the 16 of us who are in the roster? The 16 have in common. Got it. Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how exact and unmistakable their data was. Can you recall anything else at all? What is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the word candidates, not participants. I don't know if there's any difference between participants and candidates, is there? If there's a chance the kidnappers were using these terms distinctly, maybe. Participants and candidates. Shin Tsukimi stated that this roster shows rather accurate chances of victory. What about the chances the 4 who aren't listed? Don't you think their actions could even affect the odds for the 16? That's the reason they're not listed. I don't want to think it, but perhaps it's for dolls or something? Dolls? Okay. I don't know what they have in common, Ryu. There's a mix of living people, not living people, and someone we never met. Okay. Our AI cells might have killed each other over and over to produce this data, and then been reset to do it all over again. Could that monitor room be the place where they did test runs? Oh wait, they're AI, so they only have to fight digitally. There's no reason they would need to assemble in that room. Come to think of it, I've heard there was something unique about the AIs in the monitor room, that they were all candidates who all survived the first trial. Yeah. Wait! The 4 missing! Who are missing from who were missing? Shoot, where's my list? Name is missing. Kai, Kuye, Now, and Joe. And the monitors. So, Joe, Kai, and Now. Add Kuye. None of the 4 of them passed the first trial. So we know this was So's. Because I was keeping track of the monitors. Sorry, excuse how messy my notes are. I was keeping track of the monitors. So now we know that Souls was here. So that means here were the names missing, but add on Kuye because I was counting the ones of us who survived. None of them passed the first trial. Why didn't Joe pass his first trial though? That's gotta be it. How do we make that point though? This is the closest thing. I don't think this is gonna be right though. Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Okay. Maybe here? Okay. Okay. Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are the participants and candidates really the same? The participants are those 20 people who were brought into this death game. Sorry, I'm reading really fast. What are the candidates the floor master spoke of? So it's with qualifications, the right, those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gashu, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression. What if there was one of us who didn't have the right to victory? A non-candidate. Gashu would try to kill them. That's why he tampered with the sacrifice. I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? Please select the non-candidate. I'm confused. Who's not a candidate for what? Is it me? I'm confused. These rosters show the chances of victory for the candidates, so anyone not on it is. So anyone not on it? Wait. But there's multiple people not on it. I get what they're saying now. No. Yes. You have the sacrifice, don't you? Huh? This roster lists the names of the candidates who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Tsukimi with a 0% chance to actually win is listed. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. But if we prove this, then we don't have to kill anyone. And in the monitor room too, there was no AI of you. No, there didn't exist no AI to begin with. Because you're an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. And so Gashu tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to now. This is your transgression, Gashu. Fantastic, simply fantastic. Well done, Miss Ura. And all your cooperation, your unity, you solved it. You saw Gashu's... Yes, indeed, you are the chosen one. Why did you talk so fast? It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long, long discussion, at the end, we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. Sorry, everyone. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. When I thought about what would happen if we weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say it. It's not your fault now. All the fault lies with Gashu. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates, this death game, what's all of it mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? That is my first and last hint for you. Last? Miss Sarah Cheetowing. You've overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code. About the code? It is written very clearly. If there's misconduct during the main game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retried within 24 hours later. Huh. So he's saying instead of retrying... No, no, no! And I promise you that I would fulfill my duty as per the code. No, 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 no! Not now, not now, not now! If I take responsibility on my life, then the main game shall continue. You're kidding! Stop! Everyone, please earn victory. You can't take her from me! Not now, please! Please not her! Please not her! Please not her! No way, this is... foolish suicide! And then we have to choose between Kana and Saul. No, this is horrible! No! No! This is impossible, it should be over! Oh, why this? He was going to do this from the start. For just a day's extension, we hung on stubbornly and put our lives on the line, yet Gashu casually threw away his life. He easily shoved him for our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. A demon! He shouldn't have. So fallen. Please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game! I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No! I'm really going to continue? This is all within the rules. If I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. I'm begging you. It doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything. Anything, just please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No, is the sacrifice? No one will vote for her. We choose two. One of the commoners saw Arcana. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. That was the sacrifice. I'm the key master. You can only vote for Solar Kana. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. My baby! I love you so much! I don't want to do this. I don't want to. Not her. Please, not her. Please. What if I just stop? Please, someone save me. What if I do? What if I just vote for her? What if I say screw all of you? Take Kana. Take Kana with you. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right? Everyone, would you vote for Kana? This is what I was afraid of. I didn't want that. Going into this main game, I felt like So or Kana wasn't going to come out alive. Or both. But I've been thinking this through over the last couple minutes while I've been sitting back and kind of processing through things. Of course, I want to save Kana. I don't want So to die. But with the amount of trouble he's given us, and I always said I wanted to protect Kana. But the thought I had is, what if Kana asks us to kill her? It's a terrible situation. But I don't want to make her live with the guilt either. She'll blame herself. And does that mean that I should just, like, let her do that? It's one of those terrible, horrible situations where, like, but if she asks me to, I feel like it would be cruel to force her to keep living. And this doesn't work for, like, any other situation in life, really, because it's just, the concept of somebody choosing their own death is so complicated and so messy. But I think in this kind of situation, I think going against her wishes would be worse. Knowing, I don't know if she could come back from So dying. What are you? Please, vote for Kana. What are you saying, Kana? I'm sure you understand. Between So and Kana, which of us is necessary? Don't let his words get to you. He was just trying to save you. Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for Sarah's sacrifice. Kana, please. This is about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in Soul, because he's really not a bad person. Why can't I say anything? Kana's throwing her life away to protect Soul. Am I just going to watch in silence? Kana! Don't be ridiculous, Kana! Soul! Self-sacrifice, that's worthless! You really are a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid with a backward notion that if she dies, it'll solve everything. Feelings won't change. Be quiet, Kana! Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote! Sarah, you hated me from deep down, right? Aren't I awful? You won't get another chance like this! So, Kana doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack. I told you to shut up, Kana! Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose by feelings, but by logic. But wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering. Not trusting your beliefs is weakness. Stop it. And this time, the right thing is to choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kana. Just stop it! It's time to vote. I cannot wait any longer. Touch your voting tablets. Everyone will die. Got it? Mr. Policeman, just voted for Kana. Keiji! Thank you very much. This ain't a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrificing a kid for the sake of adults is a demonic choice you just can't make. I'm voting for Soul. Alice, you chose Kana, right? I can't choose anyone's little sister. Shit, Schemie, I'm voting for you. Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, that's 3-2. Keen, it should be an easy choice for you too, right? I do hate the loner. But it's not like I want him to die. Dumbass, if you don't choose me, I'll use you next to get you killed. No, you better not. You don't have to take responsibility, Keen. Fixes Sarah. If you vote for Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. But then Big Sarah, your vote will. It's okay, Keen. I'll take responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl. No, it's just me. My vote will decide everything. It'll decide it all. We did it, Sarah. No. Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins even if it's a tie for first. No, Sol has 3 votes. Kana has 3 votes. As a sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. Oh no! Say what? Let's return a vote together, Sarah. Because Sarah, you wouldn't do that, right? I'm sorry now, I can't. I can't do it. I can't sacrifice Keen like that. Sorry. I'm so sorry. This is hell. This is actually hell. I'm sure all of you are very torn on what the right choice is. And there isn't really a right choice. I want to save now so badly, but I know that I can't. Kana, so it really just comes down to Kana and Sol. I'm so sorry now. I don't want to make Kana live through this hell any longer. And she directly asked me. But also, this is the first time Sol is genuinely asking anything from me. I don't know. I don't think Sol would ever forgive me. Neither would Kana. If Sol didn't come out trying to protect Kana, I would have gone with Kana. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? That's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you weren't mistaken at all. Well, then I'll announce the results. The Keymaster was KG Shinogi. The Sage was Kyutaro Burger. The sacrifice was no Ibaburo. See, is this your answer, Sarah? No! I'm so sorry! It's strange. I can't stop shaking from fear. But the moment you decided, that stopped. I'm glad I didn't have to betray you. I don't think she would have been okay with it. No! Oh, I forgot to mention, the second card trade was by me. I traded away the sacrifice card by using the tokens Rico had on her. So Rico protected you once now. You were a close friend to Rico. There's no question of that. Thank you very much. wonder if I'll meet Rekka and the professor over there. I want to finish that painting. Well then, it's time for the execution. Wait! Sarah, take this. This is... It's an instant death switch. Unless you want her suffering to be long, you just have to press it. Begin. Okay. No, I don't want to die. Don't push it. If you don't want me to push it, I won't. It's up to you. You get to control how you go. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want to make you suffer, but it's your choice. I don't want you to feel betrayed in the end. It's the last thing I would want. Now expired. I'm so sorry now. I'm so sorry. Professor, I'm sorry. The present I was going to give you, I still couldn't finish it. That's alright. You'll have plenty of time now. Paint to your heart's content now. Yes. I'm so sorry. So sorry now. I'm so sorry. I couldn't push the button at the very end. Now said she didn't want to die. There was no way I could push it. Once again, I couldn't protect them. They died again. Next is so... Wait! Stop it already, please, Fallen. Please move aside. I need to activate the device. Don't kill Don't kill our ally, please. Ally. Worthless. So worthless. Have any last words, do you? I will hand the execute. I'm not gonna die. Huh? You think I'll do what you want? Your collar. Huh? Exits that way, huh? It's futile. The facility has a defense system. Got weapons like this too. No dice after all. Pathetic. After all I did. Maybe I shouldn't have believed in everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Miss Sarah, there's actually just one thing wrong in your reasoning. I'll tell you what it is. My final present. Where did Soul go? My feet move as if guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. Soul's body is limp. No! You can't! Even after you got your collar off, you said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please! Please respond! I keep shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. No! So has already expired. Even so, everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it was all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. Why is this on, I wonder? No, it doesn't matter. I don't want to think anymore. Nothing is going to change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone is dying. Just like Soul here. Something's off. Why is Soul in this position? Don't tell me Soul was trying to use this machine. Looking closely at the keyboard by his hands, there were bloodstains from him using it. Did Soul turn on this monitor? For what? I looked at the monitor. Is this some kind of joke again? There's a familiar face. The face of my best friend who I always saw at school. Joe! Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's another hallucination. I've finally broken down. There shouldn't be an A after Joe, but that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe! Is that you, Joe? Huh? Yeah. Hey, Sarah? Sarah? What are you crying for? I couldn't do anything! I killed you! Even though you were my best friend! Sarah? But still, I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. And yet they've kept dying. Professor Mishima, Kai, and Reko, and Ao, and So. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. My heart is buckled under. Get a hold of yourself, Sarah. Joe. When'd you become such a whiner? Those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know, we were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks over summer break, buying junk food after school, getting Ryoko laughing at us. And when my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out, Sarah. Never asked to go studying. Oh, and I remember all those dumb requests you made me sing at karaoke. I sang with all I had, so you were cracking up. Every day was super fun, man. And when bad stuff happened and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sarah, I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. Don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. You'll always make choices I can trust, Sarah. Joe! Were you thinking I hated you or something? Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not that self-righteous a guy. So don't cry anymore, Sarah. So cheeky. When you're Joe, of all people. Sarah, believe in yourself. I'll always follow you. You know, like a dog. That's right. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but I love you, Sarah. You're my best friend. I always wanted to say that too. Joe, you're my best friend. I won't cry anymore. I won't lose. Please, always watch me from close by. Yeah. Thank you, Joe. And also, So, it was always clinging to me. It's a false hallucination I created, but no. I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward, and I'll end this death game. Sarah. I'm okay now. Fix it, Sarah. That look on your face. Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. I'm going to end the death game. I'm on board, no matter how tricky I put it. I'm gonna fight too. I shall avenge Ragoan now. I don't want anyone to die either. I'll make them learn Soul's regret. I won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. Chapter 2. Doing well, sir. Your father's glad you survived. Let's begin, shall we? The final death game. Hey there, can you hear me? Good, glad you responded. I'd like to know soon about that death game you were involved in. It's not anything too difficult, is it? Begging you. Thanks. Normal high school girl Sarah Cheetah and her best friend Joe Tazuna, Joe. One day, they were pulled into a cruel death game. Rather than submit to fear, they chose to cooperate with the other participants. Alas, high school teacher Kazumi Mishima became the first victim. There was no stopping. They would kill each other. After a cool majority vote, homemaker Kai Sato died. And Sarah's best friend Joe died as well, unable to defy his fate. I miss him. Sarah became tormented by hallucinations. As her heart crumbled, the peril only continued. Now, a question. It was Alice. Which of these two died? I thought so. Was Reko Yabusame the victim? Exactly. Next victim was singer-songwriter Reko Yabusame. Desperate as they tried to grasp escape, their enemies gave their very lives to stop it. When the main game occurred once more, art student Aoi Kokoro died. And then another question. Which of these two died? Good, so you remember it well. Next victim was self-described job hopper Sosiori. After removing his collar, using the last of his strength, he started up a Joe AI. At last, Sarah reunited with her best friend and awoke from her long nightmare. The death game is not over yet. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So I think if we go and we start chapter 3, I will want to see that, but I need to end it. Well, it's over. The second main game is over. I don't have much to say. I'm gonna keep it short. We've been recording for over 2 hours. It's gonna hurt for a while. There's a lot I could talk about. But for now, I'm just gonna let it sit as is. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to talk to me about this game or any of the other games I play, please feel free to join the Discord server linked in the description on the About page of my channel. We talk about it in there a lot. So thank you guys so much for coming with me. I really appreciate it. I'm in pain. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you all next time. Bye.